Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name's Joni Ogg, and on behalf of TravelProfessionalNews.com, I want to welcome all of you to today's webinar, and I thank you for taking the time out of your day to be with us. And today we have our friend Sarah Geisler, the Director of Marketing and Operations for Hyatt-owned VAX Vacation Access, which is the industry-leading marketplace used by more than 180,000 travel professionals to research, market, and sell leisure travel. It's an amazing product. She also serves as the editor-in-chief of The Compass, a daily publication designed for the small business powering the global travel economy. She's quite a lady and a mom. So today's webinar topic is explore 10 features to get the most out of VAX. So just remember that you're all going to be muted, but we do welcome your questions, of course, at any time. You can just type those in the question area that you see on the right-hand panel of your screen. And when the presentation is all over and Sarah's finished, we'll take as many of those questions as we're able to. So I'm going to turn the microphone over to my friend, our esteemed guest. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you, Joni. Thank you so much to everyone for taking time out of your day. I know this is a busy time of year, both for your work and I am very grateful that you will take the time to spend with me this afternoon. And I hope that you will get something out of these 10 features that I'm going to highlight. One of the most common things I hear, and just being at a couple of events in the last month, is, oh, I love VAX, I use it all the time, and oh, I'm comfortable, I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing. And I fully believe that advisors do know what they're doing, but I also know that as humans, we are a creature of habit, and we get into our routine, and sometimes we miss out on some of the great things that we just didn't realize were there. So hopefully, even if you're a power user or if you're new to the industry, there's something that you will learn today that you can take away to either make yourself more efficient, make your day easier, or be more productive when you are using VAX. So I wanted to start by introducing you to Maxwell. He's our unofficial VAX mascot. You may have noticed him. He makes appearances in our magazine, and we feature him sometimes in some of the campaigns that we run on the site. He is our all-knowing expert, and he will answer all of your pressing questions in each issue of the Compass magazine. And so these are the tips that he has heard from advisors that have made an impact on their day. The first one is promotion. So if you navigate to the offers and incentives section of our website and go to that drop down, you will see a promotions tab. You may have somebody who is looking for a golf vacation. So what you can do when you land on this tab, I've zoomed in here, you can type in golf. So you can search for any valid golf promotions. That goes for the same as weddings or family, or if you're looking for kids free, any keywords that you might be looking for in the title, you can use in the search. You can also search, filter them down by the supplier, the destination, if you're looking at specific travel dates. So whatever fits your client's need, you can use those filters, and that's going to pull from the entire library of offers that are built on VAX at that time. So if you are not using those filtering tools, I would encourage you to explore them and play with them a little bit and see if that helps narrow them. And keep in mind, you can also share those with your clients. They all have an option for you to print or email them. So if you'd like to share them, you have a couple different ways you can do that. Next, we have our education section. So here you will find all of our webinars. So just as we are participating with Joni today, there is an option for you to come to VAX and also find webinars from different brands. We also have education and training available on VAX. We have an entire section dedicated to new advisors. So if you are just getting up to speed or have maybe taken some time off and need to refresh yourself, that's another option as well. When you go to the Supplier and Education tab, you will see there's 3 different tabs available. The live webinars is going to give you a list of all of the live events that are coming up. It's going to be sorted by default to the ones that are the events that are happening soonest to the ones that are furthest out, so that you can help prioritize and look at what matches your schedule. The on-demand section is where we host all of our recorded webinars. The majority of our webinars are available for 12 months following their live event. And again, here you can use a title search or search for the sponsor of the webinar so that you can rewatch any content that you might have missed. And then the third tab that we have is our immersions program tab. And I hear a ton of great feedback from those of you who have participated in programs like ALG Vacations Pro and Universal's Education Series. So those are definitely more robust kind of start to finish programs for each of those brands that are going to help you significantly grow your expertise, and you can find them under each of those locations as well as in their brand showcases. And while I don't have a screenshot, if you do go to either the VAX Training and Education or the New Advisor section of our education site, you will see that all of our training topics are broken down by an individual task. And all of them have a video that is brief, typically 1 to 3 minutes in length, and then they also have step-by-step instructions. So if your preference for learning is video, or if you prefer to have something step-by-step that you can follow, either option is available for you there. And we keep everything very brief so you can just get through the task at hand and keep moving, or you can dig through and spend more time going through them. And they are listed in more of a chronological order under that new advisor section for you to experience that way. So number 3 is our new edition that we launched just back in July. So we haven't even had these available for a full year yet, and hopefully they are something that if you have not explored, one of the first things that you will do when you leave this webinar is to go explore our destination guides. So we've always had our destination pages on VAX. As you can see from the menu here, they are broken out by region, so you can take a look for wherever you're going. In this example, we'll look for Europe and Venice specifically. I know that's been a hot spot and has been growing in bookings certainly over the course of the last year. So that's how you can navigate there. When you get there, on the landing page, you will find that we have these destination guides that are brought to you from arrival guides that are embedded into the destination page. So you can see on the right side of the screen, we have kind of an overview that has been written by our team. There is, where you see the Arrival TV banner, there is a little description with the option to download the guide. If you hit that download guide, it's going to open kind of a pop-up where you can put in an email address. You could send it to yourself. You could send it directly to one of your clients. What it's going to do is it's going to deliver a PDF, and it's going to have all of the key destination details that you need to see, everything from do and see to restaurants, a whole variety, cafes, highlights for the destination that definitely can help inspire your travelers or make them feel more comfortable knowing what's available when they get to that destination. This is also an area we are continuing to add new destinations every month. So we do try and put a campaign out on VAX to announce what region of destination that we've launched or that we've added more destinations for. And I know just last week the team launched, I believe, another 15 or 20 destinations. So make sure to come back and explore that area and see the vast majority of our destinations do have that arrival guides content embedded, and it's completely free for you to use just to enhance the information that you are sharing with your clients. And the fourth tip that we have is our brand showcases. And already, because it just happened, you'll notice if you visit VAX, the navigation actually doesn't read product and brands like it shows here. It has been updated to say reservations and brands. We had it previously named reservations, but as we've made some site changes, we switched it to product brands, and now we've, I think, finally settled on reservations and brands. The key thing to know is if you go to these pages, you will be able to find brand showcases as well as relevant offers and specific information that relate to that product type. So whether you're looking at vacation packages, hotels specifically, cruise or independent or guided tours, travel protection, we have a variety here. It's a great place to explore. And then I'm just going to show you a quick sample of each of the landing pages. So this sample is from the hotels and resorts. This is all the hotel brand showcases that were available at the time that we took this screenshot. So you can explore any of these hotel showcases. They're going to have great information on everything that that resort or hotel wants you to know that should help you sell their product. So I know this is a little bit hard to see this visual because there's so much content. So hopefully that's enough to encourage you to go look for more. But you will find links. In this example, it's for Hilton. You can see they have links to their social channels. They have an educational video series that is available for you to look at. Those are all in the left-hand column. They also have some coverage resorts that they offer, broken down by the Caribbean, Mexico, what's all inclusive, what's in Vegas, Hawaii, or French Polynesia. If you're looking at USA or Europe. On the right-hand side, you'll also see all of the promotions that they have available for you to book. And below that, you can see they have agent incentives, which are really important because you all want to know how you can make more money as you're booking these products as well. So they have travel advisor resources. Every hotel and brand has the opportunity to kind of take this space and turn it into what best suits their brand. So for consistency, we try and always keep that reservation tool in the left column. And if there's a hotel that is only available in certain destinations, you'll notice that the reservation widget there is going to only let you select from the destinations that they're available in, just to try and help you sort through and find their specific products, since that's where you're starting from. The middle section is always their content. The right section tends to be their promotions and incentives. A lot of these hotels and resorts will share fact sheets. They'll share wedding package information. So it's a whole wealth of information that's going to help you hopefully find what you need, give you sales tools, and also hopefully you can find contact information to connect directly with that hotel or resort, because we know that that one-to-one relationship that you build with them is also very important. Our fifth tip is the industry calendar. So we want to help you stay informed of what's going on throughout the industry. If you happen to have some time in your schedule, you're looking for some events that you could attend, you can visit our industry calendar and you can find a host of different events, whether it is trade shows, seminars, fam trips, webinars. If you're looking for in-person or virtual, if you're looking for things that relate to a specific category of travel, you can use the filters in order to narrow down your search, or just take a look at the calendar on a weekly or monthly basis to see everything that's available. Our team does work with quite a variety of organizations to keep this populated, and we try and keep it to go out at least 6 to 12 months for those that plan further in advance. So hopefully you can find some event that will help you continue to grow and invest in yourself as a professional in the industry here. Next is one of my favorite spots just because it's a little bit of a fun break while you're still working on your business. Our travel inspo toolkit. So here is resources to help you use social and email shareables for your audience. So we have offers and shareables that are provided to us by some of the brands on our platform. We have some pre-made social media posts that you can take a look at and utilize. We have shareable content from the Compass, the editorial section of our site. And my personal favorite is the memes section, because even when we post these, we see that's what gets a little bit more of a reaction. So if you're looking to get your followers laughing or kind of lighten up so that you're not always promoting offers to them and just finding other ways to engage, we always have these available, and we do tend to update them. You'll definitely find ones that you've seen before, but hopefully you'll find some new ones there as well. Tip number 7 is the compass. So more and more we are hearing advisors are receiving a copy of the magazine in the mail, or that they are coming to visit the Compass on the site. So we are thrilled to hear that the awareness of the Compass is continuing to grow. And I love hearing people talk about the Compass when they don't even realize that it lives digitally on VAX as well, if they're more familiar with the magazine. So almost every day we are publishing new articles. We incorporate articles from your peers, from other industry leaders. There is content on tips to help you grow your business. There's travel inspiration that you can share with your clients to get them dreaming. There's some destinations you can find recommended itineraries that might be a great experience for one of your customers. There's just a host of information here, and it's a great way to stay in touch with the industry and to find content that can help you sell yourself. The great thing is you can see here by the arrow, we do have one-click sharing. So if you're logged into your social account and you click on the F for Facebook, and I'm not sure if we've changed the Twitter to an X yet, but if not, we will soon. So you can click that and share the article with your followers. The great thing is when you do that, the navigation at the top where you can see the VAX logo and the gray navigation, that's not going to appear when your customer clicks on the article. So what they will see is from that Compass logo and below. They can't navigate anywhere else in VAX other than the related articles that are listed on the right-hand side. So there's nowhere for them to go. They can't book, they can't price anything. They are looking to come back to you from that. And one of the enhancements that we have had on our wish list for a long time, but we are crossing our fingers we can bring it to life in 2024, is to have the ability to pull in your call to action in the left column, so that in addition to the client not having any way to get through VAX, they would have your call to action and contact information right in front of them. So here's where you can get to the Compass. If you have a great idea for an article that we think you should cover, we would love for you to go and submit that idea to us. If you're doing something great or unique in the industry, you have a perspective that you want to share, like I mentioned, we do have peer contributions here. If there's a topic that's really important to you that we aren't yet discussing, our editors are always looking to engage directly with the advisors. They would absolutely love to hear from you. We love to feature what advisors are up to. Different perspectives have helped us change the way that we work. So we would love to hear what's best for you. If you do navigate over to the Digital Compass, there is a contact us box that will always be in that right corner. So stop in there, send us an email, give us your contact information, and we would love to start a conversation with you. And this tip, sometimes it's just the things that are right in front of us that we miss. So people don't always realize that right above our navigation, we have a search box, and that is going to help you find something on VAX that you can't find. So maybe you're looking for a specific training on how to book packages from multiple origins, or maybe there's a compass or an article in the Compass that you read the headline for but didn't have a chance to read the article, or you saw it and you want to refer back to it. Maybe there's a promotion that you thought you saw. You can type any keywords into that search area and it will search the content side of VAX. This isn't going to go into the booking engine to pull any pricing, but this is one of the fastest ways to help you find what you are looking for. So if you don't know which navigation drop down to find it under, just go ahead and type into that search. The other thing that's important is our team is looking at what terms are searched, and that helps us know what kind of content you need more of. So we do look at that and say, oh, okay, travel advisors keep searching for this topic and we don't have enough content on there to meet their needs. So it helps us understand your needs and what's important to you so that we can make sure you have the right resources at your fingertips to be successful. And number 10 on our list, we have a few different touch points, but let's face it, we all run into technical issues at some point or another. It is the pros and cons of living in this world with advanced technology. You definitely need a quick fix. You need resolution so that you can continue running your business. So there is always a phone number for you to call. But sometimes what you need, you don't necessarily need to speak to somebody right away. You do have a form available. So this is from our homepage. It's there on the left side. If you go down to our footer and look for the Help Center, you will also find access to this form. So this is a great form to look at and complete if there's something that you do need support-wise from our tech support team. So if it's a specific error message or an issue that you are having, please feel free to utilize this form to get the help that you need. They do monitor this email where these forms deliver to on a regular basis. It's connected right into our tracking system for all of the cases that are open. So our tech support team would be happy to help. And on the topic of tech support, I will tell you that if you are having a problem with your login, your password, or you don't remember your credentials, our tech support team is not able to assist you. So for those issues that might pop up, you do need to go to your travel agency or your host, whoever has initially set up your credentials for you. For security purposes, they are responsible for managing your credentials and your access to the site. So they are the ones that our tech support team will have to refer you over to. So you can save yourself a step and go right to your agency rather than to our tech team with anything that's related to logging in and your password and credentials. So here's a sample of the form. It's also great, even if you do plan to call in, to take a peek through the form before you call so that you know what type of information they are going to ask for you so that they can appropriately document the issue that you are having. And it'll also help give you some direction on what things our tech support team can help you with and what things you do need to go to the brand that you are booking with. So always a good point of reference, even if you aren't going to fill out the form and choose to call in instead. So I tried not to talk too fast, but I guess I kind of still buzz through things fairly quickly. We do have a mailbox that is monitored by multiple people. It is training@vaxvacationaccess.com. You can also send us a message through our Facebook page. We have multiple people available monitoring both the mailbox and the Facebook Messenger so that we can hopefully provide a response to you. Our goal is always, at least during the business day, during the business standard business week, we try and get back to everybody same day. If it's later in the afternoon or evening, it may be the next day. We are always happy to hear from you, whether you have some constructive feedback, if you have questions, if there's anything that we can do to support you, we would love to have that conversation with you. And on the topic of feedback for us, all of our future enhancements and plans are driven by travel advisor feedback. So if you are working through the site and say, oh, it would be so much easier if it worked this way, or, you know, if I could also do this on VAX that I can't do today, please take a minute to send us that feedback, because the more of that input we receive, the better we can meet your needs in the long term by planning those requests into our future enhancements for the site. So I guess my other key takeaway that wasn't part of my 10 tips is just please keep the communication open. We are here truly to support the travel advisor community and to help you all succeed. And that will definitely come from being engaged and having those conversations with us. So please feel free to reach out.
Thank you, Sarah. Wonderful information and lots of great information. I know a lot of people were taking fastidious notes. We do have some questions, but before we get to those, I want to let everybody on the webinar know that we do record our webinars. You'll be receiving a email from us, or I think it comes from my email address at travelprofessionalnews.com, which will give you the links you need, and that will come by tomorrow. So you'll receive that in about 24 hours. So you can check out the recording at another time, look at it, and remind yourself of what you meant to write down but might have missed. So just so you all know that. But in the meantime, we do have some questions. So the first question, and I think you kind of answered this because this question came in early on, but it was, what are the main products that VAX offers? Lodging, air, theme parks, whatever. And I think you kind of answered that, but maybe you want to amplify that a little bit more.
Yeah, so the content and the resources that we have available will really cover any vertical of the travel industry, but in terms of what is bookable on the VAX platform directly, is really focused on the vacation packagers. We have all of the ALG Vacations brands. And then we also have Universal Parks and Resorts Vacations. We have SeaWorld Parks and Resorts Vacations, and we also have Travel and Leisure. That brand is bookable through VAX as well.
Okay, perfect. Somebody mentioned that they signed in a little late, and they were asking what the first three things were. Do you have you don't have a list, do you, of all of them, all 10, do you?
I don't have a summary list, but I can flip back through the presentation if that.
Because the first one person, yeah, if you could just kind of do that, that would be awesome. So match promotions to clients. Again, folks, you can definitely see this if you watch the recording. But there's
so we have our
one.
Promotions filtering tool. We have our education section that we focused a lot on. And then the third one was our destination guides, which I would say is definitely worth taking a minute to go back and watch the recording for that one.
Absolutely. Perfect. Okay. Somebody just wanted to make a comment. One person said thank you. A lot of people said thank you, but this one person said thank you, and they love getting the printed compass. A friend of theirs was interviewed for the Overwater Bungalow article. So just a little bit of trivia to share with you. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, that's so fun. We love hearing that from people. And the other thing is we love getting pictures or videos of people like reading the compass or taking their compass on their trip with them. So feel free to flood us with those if you have them too.
Yeah, that's great. So what is the general website to log in for VAX? Is there a link to sign up for it? Was that on the last page?
So if you go to, let me try and skip through here. So the website is vaxvacationaccess.com. When you go to that site, you will see 3 fields to fill out to log in. But if you do not yet have a login, you can click another button that will say, I think it says join now. So it is important to understand that the registration for the VAX site happens at the agency level. So if you are an independent advisor under a host agency, you would contact your host agency for credentials. If you are a truly independent agent see and you don't have a host or anything, that's when you would want to fill out that Join Now form. The form is going to just give some very minimal basic agency overview information. And once you register for VAX, in order to start making bookings, you do have to take steps to register with the suppliers that are bookable on the platform. Since they pay commission, they do have to collect additional things. Some of them look for a W-9 from the business or other business information, since they are establishing a financial transactional relationship with the business.
Great. Okay, someone said they might have missed this in the beginning or of the presentation, but is there a way to search packages with, say, like flexible rates or multiple vendors all at once?
We do not offer at this time a search that would allow you to search across vendors at the same time. The booking engine search process is first by choosing which brand you are interested in booking, then selecting origin, destination, and dates. So there is the option, at least with the ALG Vacations brands, where you can use their calendar search to look for their exclusive nonstop vacation flights, but that is really as close as we come to offering anything that would search across a variety of dates or time frames.
Okay. I did have a question about receiving the printed compass. Is that something easy to make happen, or?
Yeah, so if you go to the compass dropdown in the navigation, if I can, here you go. The Compass magazine is one of the options on that dropdown. So on that page, you will find all of the previous digital versions of the compass. And if you scroll to the bottom of that page, there is a form that you can fill out to give us your individual mailing address. And that will put you into our database for receiving the printed magazine.
Perfect. Okay. And then there was a question about the, maybe you could share, I know you can't do all of them, but could you share what supplier is linked to in order to book travel? Like he said the question was like FunJet, but I'm not sure exactly what he's asking. So I don't know, Brad, maybe you want to give us a little more information about your question, possibly? Or maybe you do know what he means, Sarah. I don't know.
I'm not.
You're not sure either? Okay, we'll see if he writes it.
But if it's a list of the brands, it would be FunJet Vacations, Apple Vacations, Travel Impressions, Blue Sky Tours, Southwest Vacations, United Vacations, like City Universal Parks and Resorts, Travel and Leisure, SeaWorld Parks and Resorts. Which is, SeaWorld is Discovery Cove, Sesame Place.
Yeah, there's so many other pieces of it, right? Okay. He said there seemed to be some different reliability between the brands based on who they are connected with in terms of maybe the information that's coming through. I'm not really sure. Brad, I'm thinking that might, in making the bookings, that might be a question you might want to ask the support about, right?
Yeah, so each supplier is responsible for loading their own product. So there can be some differences in terms of how they are producing their product, in terms of what pulls through. And there could also just be some differences in the type of product that they offer, because somebody like a Universal or a SeaWorld has more ticket-focused needs. So there is some different functionality. Things may vary brand to brand. And a lot of those are driven by the brand. So if there's something that you're looking for specifically from a brand and you're not seeing it, the best place to go in that case is back to that brand that you're trying to book, since it's their product.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I think that pretty much takes care of it. I think we've got most of the questions answered. For those of you who did have any other questions that we didn't get to, Sarah will receive a copy of all these questions with your information. So if she's able to have one of her staff reach out, or she can reach out to you, she certainly will do that, I know, after the fact. So Sarah, I want to thank you so much. What a great presentation. We love working with VAX, and one of our favorite partners to work with. So we're thrilled to be able to feature this for you today. And we hope that everybody, this is our officially last webinar at Travel Professional News for the year. So I'm on a vacation now, but I want to just tell everybody, for those of you who come and participate all the time, I see your faces or your names. I recognize them. I thank you. I hope everybody has an amazing holiday season. You as well, Sarah, and your beautiful family. And thank you all for being here with us and hanging in there with Travel Professional News. And thank you for joining us today for VAX Vacation Access's presentation. Have a great one, everybody. Bye-bye.